Report: Russia investigation takes shocking turn, media stunned. Is anyone trustworthy of holding our elected officials accountable? That answer isn't always clear. Cheryl Chumley, writer for The Washington Times, says that Special Counsel Robert Mueller should shift his attention towards former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and former President Obama instead of investigating President Trump for allegedly colluding with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Accordingly to Chumley, recent reports by The Hill, which are corroborated by a 2015 piece for The New York Times, provide enough evidence to justify an investigation into Hillary Clinton's State Department, in addition to the Obama administration, for their role in promoting the sale of 20% of America's uranium reserves to the Russian government-backed energy company Rosatom. Donald Trump has been dogged by accusations of Russian collusion since the day he was elected President of the United States. Shortly after taking office on January 20, 2017, a series of events lead to Obama-era Justice Department insider Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein appointing former FBI Director Robert Mueller to lead the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. Almost 1 year later, and the investigation has failed to publicly provide evidence of wrongdoing on behalf of President Trump. However, while Mueller was investigating Russian interference in 2016, journalists for The Hill were investigating Russian interference between 2009 and 2013 while Hillary Clinton was leading the State Department. These journalists also detail the Justice Department's attempt to hide this information from lawmakers. In 2010, the Obama administration reached a controversial agreement with Moscow where 20% of America's uranium reserves would be controlled by the Russian energy company Rosatom. Yet, even before lawmakers voted on turning over a strategic resource to a historical enemy, the Justice Department had reason to believe Putin had engaged in corruption involving bribery, extortion, kickbacks, and money laundering. This information was not shared with lawmakers. According to the Justice Department, Putin was planning to extend Russian domination of the energy sector, and they were hoping to increase the amount of uranium they sold to the United States by controlling a major portion of America's domestic supply. Over the course of 4 years, the Justice Department investigated Russian interference in the American energy market. Despite uncovering strong evidence of just such interference, nothing ever came of the investigation, and lawmakers were not informed of the investigation before deciding on the Rosatom deal. The recent report by The Hill has been corroborated by earlier reporting of The New York Times. The Times article from 2015 sketched the details of a pay-to-play agreement without any of the evidence recently uncovered. Between 2009 and 2013, as Russia was slowly gaining control of the Canadian mining firm Uranium One, which would eventually merge into Rosatom, Hillary Clinton was receiving major donations to her foundation from executives with multi-million-dollar stakes in the uranium deal. On 4 separate occasions, the Clinton Foundation received donations totaling $2.35 million from businessmen connected to the Uranium One deal. The former Secretary of State never disclosed these donations. Essentially, the Obama-era Justice Department knew the Russian government was interfering in the American energy market. The FBI under both former directors Mueller and later James Comey knew that the Russian government was engaging in corrupt wheeling and dealing to gain a foothold in the American market. Despite evidence of Russian interference, the Obama administration did nothing to stop Rosatom from gaining control of 20% of U.S. uranium supply. This warrants investigation, one without biased investigators. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.